Okay. A very happy good morning, my dear students. I am your social science teacher, Paulson Samson. So welcome you all on this virtual online class of APPA Public School, right? So today we are here gonna study or understand or learn about a particular topic of our country. So before going on or moving forward, I wish and I hope all are happy, healthy, and safe the place wherever you are. Okay. So now before starting this class, my dear students, I'm going to show you some of those pictures, and you need to identify and you need to answer them. And for you, my dear students, this session or this class will be a interactive session. It means when I am asking a question, you need to answer. For that, the chat window is on. Okay, so I am seeing here many of you are saying good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. I can see them, right? It's on the screen. It is visible. So now let's. Okay, so I will read some of the names. Maybe it may be your names or maybe your parents' name. Right? Sandhya Kamble, Nandini Kaba, Raja Mallapur, Sanket, Namya Patil, Srishti Mudol. Okay, so these are the few names. They all said good morning, beautiful morning. Okay, that's my student Chitralekha. Good. I want pleasant morning, Srishti Mudol. Yes, the same. Okay, my dear student, this is the first pic which I am showing to you. Can anyone identify what does this pic or where was this pic taken? Can anyone identify in this pic? Any person you can identify? There are some of the few persons you can identify. And may I know where was this pic taken? Anyone? So can anyone answer this? Anyone? See, I'm taking it very closer. Again, it is very much closer. Yes, someone has answered. CM has Srishti Mudol. Yes, Srishti CM Mudol has answered. Like, okay. And one Bhanu Prakash, he has answered Parliament. Srishti Mudol has said Constituent Assembly. Okay, Lok Sabha, Bassama Ambadi has said Lok Sabha. Okay, Bhanu Prakash again Parliament. Bhanu Prakash, do not repeat. Sinchana Matmari, Rajya Sabha, Sabha, Lok Sabha, Constituent Assembly. Right. Okay, so can anyone identify any one person in this pic? Any one person. I want a name of a person. My dear students, see carefully. You can identify few of the names, few of the personalities, famous personalities. I want name of any personality. You can see there many of the personality who you can identify. 1, 2, 3. Come on, name of a person. Any name of a person who is there in this pic. Okay, I got one answer from Ninga Reddy Chaudhary, Jawaharlal Nehru. Good. Okay, Gandhiji, as someone has said. Okay. Yes, sir, I can. Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, Srishti Mudol again. Nusrat Sultana Nehru. Okay, Mahatma Gandhiji. Dr. Ambedkar, Mansa Katti. Right. Okay. So I suppose you got to know it. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Yes. Okay. So now I hope you all know this, right? So when someone has said this, my dear students, I hope you all know this, and I am showing this pic. So do please remember this name, and we all know, and we have all studied about him, right? He is what he is fondly called as? He is the father of Indian Constitution. Yes, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Someone is sending smileys. Please don't send those smileys. Who is it? Ramesh Yara. Don't do that. Okay. So after this, my dear students, so I hope you all have got this today's topic all about. Yes. Yes, my dear students. With this, today's topic, that is the Indian Constitution. So this is your first chapter from the civic side, that is the political life, right? And you have a separate textbook for this year, as you had in the last year. So today's date is 29th of June 2021, right? Okay, so now, my dear students, I hope you all have learned something in the bridge course regarding this Indian Constitution, right? So there in the bridge course, we have learned about the formation of the Constituent Assembly, in which year it was formed, and how many members were present, and who was the first chairman of the Constituent Assembly, and who was the chairman of the drafting committee of the Constituent Assembly, right? And also we came to about the when was it enacted and when was it enforced, right? So about the Constitution, right? So this was something about what you have learned, and also you have learned about the the fundamental rights and the fundamental duties in your bridge course. So now let us start once again afresh. Okay. So father of constituency, no, yeah, it is no. Someone said Namya Patel, no. He is the father of Indian Constitution, right? In Kannada, we can call him as Samvidhana Shilpi, right? Okay, my dear students, the Indian Constitution. So now, the first question I am going to ask you: what is a constitution? Yes, anyone? Anyone? What is a constitution? I just want a simple answer. Please don't give me anything like the exact or the technical answer, right? Do please frame it your own sentence. What is a constitution? Anyone? Rules of India? Okay. Ah, yes. Someone said system of rules. Sultana, rules of India, a set of rules followed by country. Yes. Yes. In a simple term, when you can say what is the constitution? Yes, constitution is a set of rules which is been followed by country. It is the citizens of a particular country will follow. Right. So now here, when we come to a technical term or technical definition, like constitution, a society has some fundamental rules that make it what it is and differentiate it from other societies. Again, in large societies where people of different communities live together, the rules are made through consensus. You have to make this, and again, these rules are usually available in written form, right? And one of the unique feature of our Indian Constitution, what we have learned in the bridge course, is that is the world's lengthiest constitution. It's belong to which country? It belongs to our country. Yes, yes. Our constitution is the world's lengthiest constitution. Okay. So now here, after this, my dear students, let's have a case study. Okay. The case study. Let us take a case study of a country which is our neighboring country, and the neighboring country is also a hill-locked country. Hill-locked country. Can I know which country's name I am talking about? Which is the country which is locked by the hills? Hill-locked country. Come on, answer. Hill-locked country. Yes. Sanjay Eskamble gave the good answer. Correct answer. Nepal. Yes. Okay. So now, my dear students, let us study this. Let us take a case study. Okay. Case study of Nepal to understand the concept of the importance of constitution. But okay. So now again. So now here, my dear students, before 2000, it is before 2006. Okay, so Nepal was a country which was ruled by a monarch. Monarch, usually it will be a country which is ruled by a king. Monarchy rule. Ruled by king. Monarchy. Ruled by king. Right? So here, in 1990, my dear students, in Nepal, there started a protest against the monarchy rule in Nepal. In 1990, it started that they wanted to be a democratic country. Democratic country. Means they wanted their own elected representatives to be there in the government, and they want them to be ruled by a democratic. It means they wanted their own constitution. Okay, so now here it started in 1990, and at that time, the king, right? The king was in the year 2006, my dear students, 2006, King Nanind. King Gya Nanind. So he was the king at that time in the year 2006. So he at last unwillingly, right? So he agreed. He agreed and his first, and also in the year 2006 simultaneously. So he wanted to end the monarchy rule. He wanted to end the monarchy rule, and in the year 2007, in the year, let me write this with the red pen so that it can stuck up in your mind for a longer time. So do please remember 2007 he has took a decision, but in the year 2007, okay, in the year 2007, at that time, Nepal government, Nepal adopted a DOP, adopted interim constitution, a temporary constitution, you can say constitution. So, okay, so now Nepal is being our neighboring country, and we have a very good relationship with Nepal, right? So it is with the help of the Indian government, and Indian government also helped Nepal in forming a democratic nation, in forming and also in framing a constitution. So there was the first elections were conducted with the help of our country. So now there the people in Nepal were not happy or not satisfied by the monarchy rule. They wanted a rule like the democratic country have. So now in the what is specialty of this democracy? What is there in the democracy, right? So democracy is where the people have the right to elect their representative. It means they have their own choice to elect the government. They can decide which person can be in the government and can rule. So this was a small and simple case study, like monarchy rule has been again converted into a democratic rule by the people. So there was a protest. Now people there in Nepal fought for their rights. Okay, so at the end, in the year 2007, Nepal adopted the interim constitution. Okay, so this was about the case study. Of the chat and see someone. Okay, so please you don't chat yourself. Whatever the questions I will ask, do please try to answer them. Please. Okay, so this was a small case study of the Nepal, where there was a monarchy rule. Monarchy rule means a country where the country is ruled by the king, right? So okay, so after this, let us come back to the. You got to know. So now the question comes: why does a country needs a constitution? Why does a country needs a constitution? Why does a country needs a constitution? Right. There is a chatting like something Grey Ninja, Gamer. Please stop it. Hey, Grey Ninja. Okay. Right. Now, my dear student. Right. See now, the Constitution has its own motives and its intentions. Right. And there are several purposes. Amongst them, it lays down certain ideals that all citizens believe the country should uphold. For example, Nepal moves from a monarchy to a democracy because previous constitution does not reflect the ideals of the country that the citizens want Nepal to be. Right. So here the case study we have studied. Why does a country needs a constitution? It means it lays down certain ideals where all the citizens believe that the country where they want to live in, It means should uphold. It means they must have their own rights. Okay, so as a result, Nepal moved from monarchy to a democracy. Right? And then again, what does it define? The constitution, right? Why does a country needs a constitution? Right? It defines the nature of a country's political system, right? It also defines the nature of the country's political system. For example, as India adopted democracy, we choose our leaders who exercise power responsibly on our behalf, as I have said, right? In a democratic country, so the citizens have their rights, like the universal adult franchise, which you learned in the 7th standard in the previous class, right? Universal adult franchise, the person above the age of 18 has the right to cast their vote. It means they can elect their leader, right? So again, it was here, and again, constitution lays down rules that guard against the misuse of authority by our political leaders. Yes, again, so here we have again classify the powers, which you can study in the next class, right? So again, there constitution lays down, like the politicians, we are aware of the political leaders, right? So we have seen them misusing the power. So constitution lay down those rules that the political leaders cannot misuse their powers. And then constitution contains rules that prevent inter-community domination and intra-community domination. Without constitution, there will be fights everywhere in the country. Bhanu Prakash has said. Okay, right. Okay, so now again, one more reason why does a country need a constitution? Again, constitution contains some provisions as its basic structure, which are not easily changed. It does not allow for the easy overflow of provisions that guarantee rights of citizens and protect their freedom. You can see here, right? So it guarantees right of citizens and protect their freedom. So again, my dear students, when we are studying, so when we have studied in the bridge course, we have also studied, learned about the fundamental rights and fundamental duties, and these all are mentioned in our constitution. These all are mentioned. So the duties and the responsibilities which needs to be followed by the citizen. Let me go through. Without constitution, there will be fights everywhere. Shushrutsihiri, laws and regulation, constitution. Okay. So now, my dear students, and one more highlight point. So we have the constitution, right? When the constitution was Constituent Assembly, right? The first meeting of the Constituent Assembly, which was held on 9th December 1946. So this was the date the first Constituent Assembly meeting. Constituent Assembly met. Okay, Constituent Assembly. Again, going back, right? So here, so at that time, can I know how many members were there in the first Constituent Assembly meeting? Can I know how many members were there in the Constituent Assembly meeting? Yes? Anyone? Yes, my dear students. How many members were there in the first Constituent Assembly? Aishwarya Wade, 389. Sanket Kalsetti, you are wrong. Sanket Kalsetti, you are wrong. Rohit Halap, 389. Okay. Sridevi Katti, you are just wrong. Bhargav, 389. 389. Pasama Ambadi, 349 is wrong. Srishti Mudo, 389. Sunita Nirmala, okay. Okay, so 389. So the first Constituent Assembly meeting, so it was held on 9th December 1946. So there were 389 members. 389 members were present. The total, the first Constituent Assembly meetings. Okay, now stop. You can stop. Right? Okay. So here, my dear students, I just want to clarify one doubt regarding this, regarding the test which you have conducted. So there was a question which was asked. This is the Constituent Assembly. So the question was asked like, who was the chairman of the drafting committee? Who was the chairman of the drafting committee? Or was it Constituent Assembly? The question was asked, who was the chairman of the Constituent Assembly? It was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. So many of you have answered. The question was, who was the chairman of the Constituent Assembly? Chairman of the Constituent Assembly, but whereas Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee. Drafting committee. Do not get confused with this. Okay. Smita Shah. So now I'm getting some of this. Constituent Assembly chairman. It's Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Rajendra Prasad. Okay. And he was also the first President of India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. So again, this one just for you. This is just for you to clarify your doubts so that you should not get confused. Constituent Assembly Chairman Dr. Rajendra Prasad. So now again, when we are talking about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he was the chairman of the drafting committee. Drafting committee. Yes, my dear students, this you can see. Yes, this is the cover, right? The book cover, right? This is the first page, cover of our Indian Constitution. And my dear students, when it was made, it was totally the artwork, the written, everything was handwritten. Nothing was printed. Everything was handmade or handwritten. Okay, the calligraphy. You can see this. Everything is done by or drawn by or written by bare hands in the particular font, right? Okay, so and again, when I'm talking about the Indian Constitution, the book is the Indian Constitution. It was written by hand in two languages. One is in Hindi and another one is in English. Two languages. Right. Okay. So now let us quickly just ask you a question. Okay. So now, who was the king of Nepal in the year 2006? Who was the king of Nepal in the year 2006? S.C. Patel. Who was the king of Nepal in the year 2006? I just want to know whether you have. And one more thing, my dear students, initially only I should have said you, like whenever you're sitting for the online class or the FCC class, do please carry notebook or paper, pen or pencil to jot down some of those points, right? So it will be in your memory for a longer time. Okay. Bhargava King Gyanendra. So I am getting the answers for me, Gyanendra. Okay. So it was king was Gyanendra. So there was earlier, before 2007, there was monarch rule in Nepal. Okay. All right. Again, I want some of those students who are there, right, who are not answered. Let them answer. Okay, my dear students, those who answered, please keep quiet. Let them answer. Can anyone define what is constitution in your own way? What is constitution? In your own way. Those who have answered, do please do not repeat. Give the chance to others. What is constitution? In a simple word, can you tell me what is constitution in a simple way, simple manner? Rule of law. Someone has said good. Shushruti, your body of a Shushrut. No, yeah. I said a simple. Don't give me this Google definition. Rules that is equal to all. Good. Cristiano Ronaldo. My God. So Cristiano Ronaldo is also watching my class. Good. Who is Cristiano Ronaldo? He's from Portugal. Okay, I suppose Prithvi. Yanendra Vikram. Broad opposition restored. Set of rules. Simple. Okay, rules. Set of rules. Rathod, constitutes the rule. Set of rules. A body of fundamental principles. Alright, good. Set of rules followed by India. Yes, agree. Followed. See now, usually constitution. And one more important point about this constitution. Right. So please make a note of this. What can we call the country which have their constitution? What we call them? What we call them, right? So we call them the country who have their constitution. So we call them as a republic country or a republic nation. So, like there are many countries in the world, they have their own constitution. Either it may be written or it may be verbal, right? Okay. So now here, republic nation or republic country. So we all celebrate Republic Day. We all celebrate Republic Day every year. Can I know what's the date? The month and date? We celebrate Republic Day every year. Okay, can I have the month and date? Republic Day, my dear students. Someone has said, okay, Jan 26, Pushpa Patil, okay, right. Republic Day, good, right. Okay, so now why do we celebrate this Republic Day? We celebrate this Republic Day because on this day, 26th January of 1950, the Constitution was adopted and it was enacted on the particular day, right? The Constitution was also the national emblem, right? Same day those were adopted and enacted. Can anyone tell me again any country name which we can call it as republic? So we have India, republic. If you have your passport, my dear students, if anyone have a passport, you can see on the passport there will be a name, Republic of India. It will be printed on the passport. Do please, right? It will not be printed to some of the nations which the country doesn't have their constitution. Okay, India. Again, apart from India, okay, constitution, America, good. Russia, Communist Party of Russia, Republic of Russia. Yes, Russia, yes. Europe, someone has called Europe, my dear. Sampreet, gaming Sampreet, Europe is a continent. Europe is a continent. Yes, Nepal, we have written. Okay, England, yes, unwritten. America, Hong Kong, Republic of Hong Kong. Bangladesh, good. Korea, no, dictatorship. Right. Okay, my dear students. So we'll see you tomorrow, same time. So let's prepare and come. Okay, tomorrow for the class. Do please prepare and come. We'll see you. Bye.